So I
Right.
can log out of clean for you right now.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're live on Facebook. And I believe this is YouTube.
Boom. We live, baby.
Yeah, we live out there. You want to check it? Can you check it on your phone to see if you see it? I hear another echo. Yep, YouTube just sent me an email too.
I'm gonna have to just keep these plugged in.
Yep. And you can keep them on, man. I mean,
Okay.
we both can wear them. That way it won't look odd with you having them on and not me.
There we go.
Yeah,
Cool, cool.
cool beans. And now it's not coming across on clean feed, but you can hear me better now.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yep.
right. What's up, y'all? Anybody out there checking out this live? Listen, we're working through the kinks. We're getting things together. I'm on the live with my man, Mr. Dimitri Black
What's
Crypto.
going on?
Yo, everything is going on.
Absolutely.
Like the WTF is making so many moves in the background that you all don't really know about. And we want to share, but we want to start by getting this live set up to see how you all like it. If this is something that you're interested in, if you want to get on, we're going to be on every Wednesday at 4 o'clock CST. That's 5 o'clock EST.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about success formulas for these teenagers because it's different over here, you all, with the WTF. We're getting into the foster agencies, the juvenile departments. We're really looking to build a community of young lions that can go out into this world and just do remarkable things. And we're the coaches, we're the mentors to make sure they have guidance along the way. So, you parents, you don't have to worry. You don't have to think about it like you have been worrying what they gonna do. And summertime is coming up. So with summertime coming up now, the pressure really comes like, oh, what we're doing, and we have a program for them this summer that they can join, and I guarantee you their lives are going to be changed. So yeah, that's what's going on with the WTF. We're building our CRM system. Like we're building the infrastructure. Like we started with an infrastructure that was a little weak, and now we have the who's in place to really build this thing out because the goal is to impact as many lives as we possibly can. And as I stated before, it was spoken over me that we will have impact over 14 million. And I accept that and I expect that. So it's time to get the infrastructure in place. But what's up with you, Dimitri?
Hey man, I'm just doing good. It was a really busy day. It actually feels good to be productive, especially towards something that you feel that you're really born to do, like I am, being
Mm,
a coach and being a mentor with this academy, man. And I always thank you, bro. And since this is our first live, I gotta make it official. Hey man, like if anybody doesn't know this man's story, look him up. This guy, there could be no other founder better than Mr. Ernest Moss to spearhead this whole mission of turning your young boys into responsible, professional young men who are going to lead this next generation into a bright future. And here at the WTF Academy, which stands for What's the Formula, myself and Ernest, we both have similar but very different backgrounds. And one thing that I can say about this guy is he's very genuine, and everything that he says, he's very talented. And just giving your teens over to us for 12 weeks to get their mind transformed.
word.
You definitely couldn't put them in a better program than WTF. I'm not just saying that. We have testimonials
Mm-hmm.
from the first six mentees that came through. And if y'all haven't checked them out, go to our page on YouTube, check them out. These are authentic testimonials, y'all. And we're just getting started. We're just working out the little small kinks that we need to do to fine tune it to make sure that it's ready to go for this next batch of teens. And what we have, I don't know how much you want me to say or how much
Keep
you want
going,
to.
bro. Do your
Yeah, so
thing.
yeah, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to this next batch of teams with the juvenile detention center. That man, that really blew my mind. Just the fact that we had the opportunity, and I'm really, blessed and fortunate to be able to, touch the lives of young people who, may have written their own selves off. So and here at the WTF, we're here to unleash the lion within each and every young man, young teen, because society in and of itself is designed to dumb everybody down to be subservient to the system that has already been established in place. And we're here to reverse that brainwashing that society has done, to wash out all that filth, as Biggie always says, to wash out that filthy mind and re-engineer, to re-input positive affirmations, positive habits into these young lions, into these young men, to help them become more confident and more capable to attack any challenges that they may face in society.
Woo! Oh, I couldn't have said it any better, man. Like that's literally what we're doing. And think of 12 weeks. It may seem long to you all. That's literally 90 days. That's a summer vacation. And most of your teens that are graduating this month or next month are looking to have a gap year. Because they want to figure it out. All we need is 12 weeks of that gap year. And we guarantee, like, if your team comes through this program and does the steps, completes the formulas, and comes out of this and they're not changed, then we refund everything. Because I believe in it 1,000%. I guarantee it. I know for a fact that if they take the action, then they're going to be changed forever. But the parents right now, you all have to take the action by DMing me or Black Crypto, Dimitri, and setting up a 15-minute consultation call. We have the links in all our bios. DM us if you can't find it. We'll definitely answer your DM. But you all need to find out what we're doing and what we're offering, because we have a lot, and we're not going to put it all out on this live, because we want the people that are truly serious about getting their teens into a program that will take that lion and stop trying to feed it grass. Like that lion wants to eat and they don't eat grass. A lion will starve before it eats grass, but the school system has been telling it you need to eat grass and get a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 is for the sheep. And I've played that role. So I'm not talking down on anybody. I'm just saying this is how it's designed. The Rockefellers did this over 100 years ago. And we're still using that same design from 100 years ago. And the school system they haven't revamped their program at all. Why? Because it works and they're actually getting workers. So the school system is working for what it was designed for. But your team is saying, wait a minute, this is different. This isn't what I want. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to have my own thing. And that's what we provide, or the skills and the success formulas to take them to a whole nother level. And they'll take your entire family to a whole nother level, because once they get these principles and formulas embedded into their daily activities, everybody around them will change. They have to, because now you have an entirely new person and they're ready to hit the world and make big waves. Like we don't want to do little bitty things. We're bold. That's what lions do. We roar. But if you look at the word millionaire, there's a lion in it.
Ooh,
Look at the word millionaire. You can't spell
sheesh.
that without a lion.
Mm,
And what I'm saying is that you have a lion right now in your house that could be the first millionaire of your family. And this is the first step to take them to that level, because it's guaranteed to work, and we're guaranteed to walk with them, hold their hands if we have to kick them in their behind if we have to get them going, to understand that you need to unlearn some things and then learn some new things. And in order for you to keep it, then you have to give it away. Like you can't keep nothing until you give it away. They're like,
ooh.
wait a minute. That means you don't keep it. No, that means you kept it on a divine level. We're not talking about little material things, you all. It's not your knowledge to hold on to. I don't want nobody else to know. What type of why would you say that? I want to shout it out to the world.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're doing. And these teens are going to take things to a whole nother level. So while you parents are out there fearful of the future, and I don't know what the world. They said that about every generation. They said it about the millennials. They said it about the Gen Xers, the baby boomers, the first real leaders of this country. They all said they were crazy. This next generation is crazy, and you've been saying that to your sons for their whole life. What is the world coming to? The world is about to end. These kids are entitled. They did all these negative things that you've been saying, you all, and you wonder why they're struggling. You wonder why the suicide rates are up. You wonder why I just left a juvenile facility and there's 63 people in there, all young men but one. Out of 63 juveniles from 4 school districts, every one of them is a young male, a young lion, but one lioness in there.
Mm,
Like, come on, you all. You know what comes after juvenile,
mm.
jail, prison, the graveyard. Like, are you willing to accept that as your child's destiny? I'm not, and hopefully you're not either, because the WTF is going to make sure all that changes, because they're going to know who they are and whose they are.
Hmm.
They'll know who they are and whose they are, and once they know that, then you're going to see them rip off the like Superman type. The Clark Kent just went away. Here comes Superman.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one other thing to add on to that, that was great, man. But parents, if you are a little bit apprehensive or you're kind of questioning whether you should give us an opportunity to, not necessarily challenge the road that you want to go down, if that is school, if that is college, but just look at us as an alternative for just a short period of time. If you still want to, pressure your child to go into college, that's your choice. However, just give us a shot, because one thing that you have to understand about the world that we're living in is that we are no longer living in a world where the boomers lived in, or even the generation before them lived in. Are changing, times are evolving, and that means like the education has to evolve with it. Like E said, the education system has been the same for 100 years. Back before there were checks, it was just cash. Even
Right.
before that, it was just coins, metal, silver and gold coins. Then there was paper cash. Then there became checks. Then there became debit cards.
Mm,
Now we do everything on this. So if the
yeah.
money is evolving, and we teach that in our course, in our program as well, about money and finances. But I'm just saying all this to say that if something as vital as money has changed throughout the course of time, don't you think the education system that teaches about how to function in society should also evolve and change? Not necessarily saying that the fundamentals don't stay the same, but the way that the information is presented needs to evolve. The people that present the information needs to evolve, because people of the time are going to teach according to that time. They're going to teach to where it's relevant, to where it makes sense to the people of that generation. So don't depend on an old, outdated system, that says that you have to sit down for 7, 8 hours in a classroom, listen to teachers, and then get a 30-minute or hour lunch break. Like it's a system that's designed to transition people into the correctional facility. The school buses and the prison buses look exactly the same.
Yep.
The mess hall in the prison and the cafeteria in the school look just the same.
Yes.
And they're on lockdown for doggone most of the time that they're in school. They can't go outside before maybe 30 minutes or so per day, and they back inside those brick cold walls, just
Hmm.
like prison. So do y'all see the correlation between school, the traditional school system, and prison?
Yeah.
Not saying that it's going to make your child go there, but the system is designed to look like that for a reason.
Right. It
So
prep.
exactly, right, right, right. So we're giving an opportunity to, show your team that we can bring out the best in them, because everybody has a book. And within this 12 weeks,
Yes.
we're going to take them through the whole process of renewing their mind, understanding who they are as a person, what their competencies are, what their skills are, what their passions are, and then turning that passion, turning those skills, turning that experience into their very own book. How many of you all thought that you could ever write a book? Nonetheless, within 12 weeks, we're going to show them, we're going to show your teens, we're going to show these young men how to do that. And
Yeah.
we're going to do it using AI. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Oh,
So,
don't say AI.
woo.
Scare everybody off. Everybody out there that's afraid of AI, that's because you're watching the news too much. They're pumping this in your face to have something else to make you full of fear or fearful. Same thing. They're trying to make you afraid. Oh, what? Remember with 2000, Y2K,
Mm-hmm.
everybody bought a bunch of water and bought
Yep.
goods and all that type of stuff, and nothing happened. But they had you so afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with AI. The reason why they're pumping this AI fear into you all is because they're using it and they don't want you to. They want you to go to school and pay them $100,000 for their college degree that AI can do within minutes,
Mm-hmm.
within seconds. AI can answer every paper, do all that. So the colleges are afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And the colleges are owned by all million billionaires and the government. They own these, they govern it, and they don't want people dropping out of college because this AI tool is teaching them everything they need to know for free. Well, $20 a month, if that's what you want to pay. For $20 a month, you can get any paper you ever want, wrote it, any book you ever wanted done, any business. Like all of that is done through AI, but the media tell you, don't you, oh, they're taking away all the jobs. The jobs that AI is taking, I don't want anyway.
I'm
And neither
telling
do
you.
the things.
Yeah,
Like, come on,
exactly.
you want them packaging boxes, stacking boxes? Like, come on, that's brainless work. We're tapping into the true identity of these young lions, and it doesn't matter what they want to do or where they want to go. We embrace all of it because all of it requires a digital product.
Mm-hmm.
All of it requires a book, an ebook, some type of digital product out there that they can make money from. And within these first 12 weeks, they're guaranteed to have that product at the end of it. As long as they do everything that we set in front of them to do, we're going to make sure their social media is set up. They know how to market. Like we no stones are unturned when it comes to the WTF. Oh, and by the way, after those 12 weeks, then the Migos kick in. The Migos is an acronym. And let me make sure I don't butcher it up. Motivation, inspiration, guidance. And here's the part at the end. We've given them motivation. We've given them instructions. We've given them the guidance that they need. But that OS is the ongoing support that most people, the schools don't give you. When you graduate from school, you done. You don't hear from another teacher.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do these 12 weeks, for the rest of their lives, they can always come back to us. This is a community. This is
Mm-hmm.
more than a program. We're building a community of young lions and we're bringing them together. I mean, my vision of this whole mentorship is after we get our first 100 lions, now we're going to, out of those 100, there's going to be at least 20 or 30 where we pool some money together and buy a 200 door unit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on, y'all. What you talking? Like, this is levels to this thing. And that's what community does because we've trained all of them on who they are and whose they are. And now it's time to send them off and let them do their thing. And I promise you, I don't care what business they want to do, what type of skills, we're going to create a profile for each one of them. We don't do cookie cutter. So we don't treat everybody the same and say, everybody has to do this. Everybody has to do it this way. People learn differently, you all. Some people need more attention, some need less. Some are self driven, some need to be pushed. So we adopt to whoever we are because, again, we're not just pushing them through this program, we're building relationships with these young people because they're going to be a part of us for the rest of their lives. Like this doesn't stop, but we need that 12-week commitment, that 90 days, that summer, this summer. And you know they ain't doing nothing but working at McDonald's. You ain't got them no job. High school diploma didn't get them nothing. Be honest. Even though McDonald's paid $15 an hour, I said, boy, I was making $3.25 when I was at McDonald's.
Hey, but believe it or not, that 325 back then, that $15 an hour, you were probably better off back then making the
I was. You could buy
325.
more with that 325
Exactly.
because gas was 80 cents.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Now, shoot, what's a car like? Kids
Uh,
can't even think of buying a car right now. So, but yeah,
cars cost
parents.
the price of houses. Literally.
Yeah,
Like,
in inflation is going rampant, and parents just on that same vein of inflation. I know y'all are feeling it. I feel it. We all feel it, right? Prices continue to go up, but our wages, our pay is not going up at the same pace of inflation. So guess what? We're all getting poor. I don't care what your bank account says. If prices are increasing at 10% per year, and your wages are increasing at 3% per year, you're getting poor by 7%.
yeah,
All
if
right.
you get 3%, because
If
don't
exactly,
get
if you get 3%, that's a big if, and I guarantee most people aren't. So I'm saying all that to say that allow us to help your child help you, because I'm gonna just be honest. If you honestly crunch the numbers, by 65, if you plan on making $40,000 a year, you're going to need well over $1 million to survive 25 years into your retirement if you retire when you're supposed to. So just doing 40,000 times 25 years, that's $1 million right there. That's just on 40K with prices continuing to increase. So do you have $1 million saved up? Are you 65?
that.
Chances are you don't. So you need some help. Use your child to his advantage and to your advantage, and to help your family tree get to where they always wanted to be. All right?
Legacy.
Absolutely. Invest in your legacy. Invest in your legacy. And
Yeah.
that's what we're doing right here at WTF.
And they can do way more than what we've ever done. Like these young lions, see, we were taught you need to work for $1. You need to earn all your money, work. That's how, even when I got in IT, all of my elders said, "Oh, you don't do no work. That ain't real work. You just sitting at a computer. That ain't." How many times have people said that? Like that ain't no real job. You supposed to get out there and get dirty and sweaty.
There ain't
How
no
many
honor in that.
people want to do that? It's not many. Some of them like it. They do it because they like it, and I think they should. If they like that, then by all means, they should do what they love to do. But if they don't, and they're not feeling this college or military, then what are they gonna do? They're gonna join the WTF, get in this program, and get their lives changed. And your young lion is gonna come back home and change your whole household. Now you're gonna start listening to them. Ooh, think of that.
Mm-hmm.
Your teenager teaching you about money.
Yes. Yes.
Come on, y'all. Like, cause our limited knowledge of finances, and we were programmed different than what they're programmed. They grew
Mm-hmm.
up with the internet. The internet happened during my life. First, when I was in school, my whole teenage life, there was no internet. What I think Facebook was created in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't that long ago.
Yep.
And now look at it. Facebook is publicly traded on IG, just buying up everything. But when it first started, who thought Facebook was going to blow up? Who thought that MySpace was going to go away? How did that
Exactly.
go away? Who thought that Blockbuster was going to go away? Who saw that coming? So these changes are happening whether you want it to or not. Bit the Bitcoins, the cryptos, that's happening whether you want it or not. AI is happening whether you want it or not. And as I tell people, you can stick your head in the sand as the ostrich does and keep letting life kick your ass with your head in the sand. But it still doesn't take away the pain of you getting foots put in your behind.
Mm-hmm.
So get your head out of the sand, you all. Embrace this new world. Your young lions are ready to embrace it, but all they hear you talk about is how dreadful the world is going to be. The world is, all these bad things are happening, and they may be happening. Hey, I see the news sometimes. I see the killings. I see at the colleges and the high schools, and people just getting shot up and murdered, and most of them end in suicide because these young people don't know what to do. and they want to put it under the umbrella of mental health. All of us have mental health issues. All of us have special needs. Everybody. So when you lump them in and say, "Oh, your special needs, oh, you got mental problems," and they embrace that, then you wonder why all these things are happening at schools and at colleges. When did that become the new norm? Why are they targeting the schools? Because they know the school system is garbage and they're tired of it and they don't believe in their future. So they're like, well, hell, I'm going to make a scene and go shoot up some people and kill themselves in the process. Are you willing to accept that as the future of your team? I'm not, and I'm a father of five. I have three teenage boys in my house, three teenage young men in my house right now. So I know what they're faced with. I know what they go through. I'm learning how they think. And that's what I'm asking the parents to do. Reach out to us, get a consultation call. Let's set up some time. Let's talk. We would love to talk to your young lion and see where they are. We'll love to talk to you. And here's the thing, the parents are not ruled out. We talk to the parents too. We even have meetings for the parents. Any questions you have, anything you need, and you get to learn just like your teenager learns if you want to. You don't want to have nothing to do with it, cool. But if you do, you'll learn a ton because this knowledge right here is helping people in their 50s out. So, what do you think it would do to a 17-year-old? Man, look, hey, I know I've been running my mouth, and we could talk about this all day, bro. But yeah,
Yeah.
the summer program is kicking. It's about to take off. We have potentially 60 coming from the juvenile department. That's not counting what we have coming from the foster care agencies, y'all. Because we're going after those
Mm.
broken ones. We want the ones that everybody's tossed to the side. That's think of this. Everybody that's religious, biblical, Quran, I don't know how you say that, but everybody came from nothing. It was the worst of the worst. What was one of the disciples? He had to change his name because he was killing the Christians. What was that Paul?
Paul to Saul, I think, I
Yeah,
believe. I
Saul was
believe.
murdering,
Yeah.
and he had to change. So they were all broken, and Jesus said, "Come here, I got you. We finna do some depth and flip that man around from where he was murdering people to now he's saving people." So it's all possible. Don't look at your child and think, oh, he's too slow or he doesn't have the work ethic. Stop speaking that over them. They do. You just don't know how to help them tap into it. But we do. We're taking that burden off of your hands. So where we can help your young people grow up and do courageous things, to dare and do wondrous things, to be that line in that sign that says millionaire. Because you want your first millionaire out of your family. You ain't did it. I ain't did it.
I
We
ain't
have
did it
next
yet.
generation. We hit that six figures and we thought that was big.
Yeah.
This next generation is 7, 8, 9. And
Mm.
we're starting them young, you all get before they waste 100 grand in 4 years of college. Within 4 years and them investing 100 grand into their business, come on, you all, they're at 8 figures,
Yeah.
9 figures. You're not getting to 8 or 9 figures going through college.
Nah.
It's just not, it doesn't work that way.
Mm-mm.
That's not what they're teaching. So again, we're gonna wrap up, but reach out to us if you have questions. If you know people with teenagers, share this with them. Uh, Summertime is here, you all. Summertime is here. Some of them are graduating, and you sitting right there like, oh Lord, what we gonna do? And we got the formulas right here at the WTF. You want to send us out with anything, Dimitri? Because
Hey, listen, I'm gonna just say this one thing. If any of you all are on the fence still, but you always knew that you had that desire, if you always knew that you wanted more for your child, but you didn't know where to send them or what avenue to take, let me just say, just because it's on your heart to do better for your life, do better for your child's life, go ahead and go forward with that action. And the reason why I say that is because I have the same desire to help mentor young men. And I've had this desire for quite a while, even before I met Ernest last year. And that desire manifested itself in us meeting each other at a mastermind. And Ernest was the first person that I met at the mastermind, but I say all that to say that my desire brought me to that right person to make that desire come true. And the same is true for you as well. If you have that desire, you're looking at this live for a reason. You're looking at this recording for a reason later on,
Hmm.
because your desire is bringing you to the people who can make that happen for you. So don't fear, jump head first into this. You ain't got nothing to lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have that desire for a reason. So come holler at us, leave a message in the comments, leave us a DM. We'd be more than happy to give you any information that you need to go ahead and take that first step.
12 weeks. That's all we need is those 12 weeks and guaranteed you got to change, Young King. Appreciate you, bro. We're going to wrap up the live. Appreciate everyone that
Yes,
joined
sir.
live and everyone that's rewatching this. Again, share this out with people that you love. Share this out with people that have teenagers, people who work with teenagers, and people just want to hear some good stuff. Go out there and subscribe to the YouTube pages, WTF Men's Academy. You'll see this big old egg out there. And look at some of the videos and the testimonials, and you'll see it's great things going on. But as we always say, whatever you do, dominate it, and let's get it, y'all, because over here, it's just different. Peace.
Peace.